Chapter 653. Now we have silenced all those who opposed us. Time to move on to the next step. Yidhir had initially anticipated that at least one individual lost in their delusion would continue to spout nonsense to the very end. If that had been the case, they were prepared to revive the memory of the centipede catching display they had shown in front of the branch. Fortunately for Yidhir, and thankfully for those involved, such a situation did not arise. If those who were quelled today returned to their groups and conveyed the day's events accurately, it was unlikely that such an incident would occur again. They wouldn't want to be treated as incompetent for surrendering without a fight upon meeting me, so they will surely choose their words carefully. To convince their superiors that their retreat was the only option, they would have to argue that the magnificence of the cavalry was the sole reason for their decision. The more they insisted on this, the less likely it was that the higher-ups would underestimate the cavalry, which was a significant advantage for either. Opposition may not cease entirely, but that's not an immediate concern. Commander, if you are not too tired, how about we head to the bustling streets of Charlotte for a stroll? That sounds wonderful, Kishi replied with a sparkle in his eye. How about staying out for dinner if it gets too late? If it appears we will be delayed, that would indeed be the better option. Unaware of the subtle implications in Kishir's words, Yidhir replied in a very formal tone, yet their opinions naturally aligned. Kishir flashed a smile and turned to Nathan Zuckerman. The knight, understanding his lord's gaze, raised his hand to signal his decision not to follow. I need to contact the members of the Paleta Knights in the south. Please take care of the Duke. Understood. Take care, Nathan. If anything arises, contact us through this branch. Of course. Kishir playfully tapped the shoulder of his quick-witted subordinate. Upon either announcing their intent to explore Charlotte, members of the southern branch, including Kurga, marveled in genuine admiration. Despite traveling non-stop to get here and immediately dealing with the troublemakers, you are now heading out again? How is such stamina possible? Are we even the same species? Do we need to accompany you? Their concern was appreciated but unnecessary. Yidhir had visited Charlotte several times in a previous life and did not require guidance. The members understood this and nodded in agreement. Perhaps it's more productive to worry about those who might cause trouble Yidhir rather than Yidhir himself. I'm exhausted just from sitting all day dealing with visitors. You're truly remarkable. That's because you are lacking in stamina. Haven't you been skipping basic fitness training since you arrived here? Keep it down. If Yidhir hears that, I'm done for. I have heard everything. Yidhir, considering the branch's difficulty in venturing out due to the noisy protesters, decided to enhance the basic fitness training in comparison to what was planned for other branches. Before we head out, there is something I came to receive. Something to receive? What's that? Oh, that. Kurga belatedly realized what either meant and responded in understanding. You remember the favor you left with me before leaving? Kurga asked, confirming its importance. Yes, Yidhir affirmed. I have been organizing it with the others during this time. Here. Kurga handed over a paper densely filled with writings. The members peeking over widened their eyes in surprise. Huh? Did we just ask them casually about recruiting? Was there a reason behind it? What is it? Another inquired. The locations of the lodgings where the cavalry applicants are staying. Why do we need this now? What are we planning to do with it? There was, of course, a reason. The locations of these lodgings were key clues in uncovering what they sought. The lodgings of those who came to apply are usually clustered in similar areas. Where inns congregated, so too did taverns and various entertainment establishments. It was common for inns to also run restaurants or pubs. This meant that the operators of illegal fighting rings targeting the awakeners and the traces of drug dealings would likely be found in these crowded areas. These parasites cannot survive without a host. In his previous life, Yudhir had only begun clamping down on the illegal fighting rings and drug trade after they had become rampant, making it need to search for leads unnecessary. Now, earlier in the timeline, the search might be more challenging, but Yudhir knew the ultimate outcome would be same and felt no anxiety. Yudhir quickly scanned the paper Kurga had given him and identified two main areas where the majority of the cavalry applicants were staying. He then returned the paper informing the members of their new task. Until now, it was difficult to go outside due to the noisy troublemakers, but that won't be the case moving forward. Starting tomorrow, we will be catching and burning those leeches hiding and lurking in Charloin. Burn them? What do you mean? I will visit the places first and then inform you tomorrow. No need to waste time. The members blinked, then understood Yudhir's words in their own way. Is this similar to what we did in the West? Leave it to us. We have been itching to smash something for a while. Satisfied with their response, Yudhir nodded and left the branch. Kishir was waiting outside, having secured a carriage. Yudhir climbed aboard without hesitation, and soon they were alone. Have you found the places you wanted to see? Yes, Kurga was quite helpful. Everyone's been working diligently, even amidst the busyness. That's good. I think their physical fitness has dropped a bit from staying inside all the time, so I plan to help them improve that. The members would have screamed if they heard, but Kishir merely laughed silently. So, where does the assistant want to go today? There are two places I plan to visit. One was the area with cheap inns and the other a bustling district with relatively expensive hotels. This division arose due to the varying financial capabilities of the applicants. Yudhir explained why he intended to visit these places and briefly mentioned today's objective. Somewhere in those two areas, there must be an illegal fighting ring and the drugs we saw in the West, originating from southern merchants. I want to find and eradicate these elements beforehand. I am an expert in such matters, Kishir declared, crossing his legs and tilting his head in a carefree manner, a slight lift at the corner of his lips. Despite his face being obscured by a disguise, an oddly decadent and dangerous aura seemed to hover over his features in an instant. Since it's a bit early for dinner, how about we start by visiting some places for a quick look? The first stop for them was an area abundant with cheap inns. Yudhir looked around a few times, feeling a sense of familiarity. Things are a bit different from what I remember, but I think I have been here in my previous life. Back then, it wasn't a place fit for stepping foot in. The memory of people intoxicated by drugs sprawled amidst filth overlaid the current, somewhat shabby but relatively clean alleys before fading away. So this was the original state. Do you have any particular store in mind? Kishir asked, looking at Yudhir, who was surveying the area. It seemed that today Kishir was entirely willing to leave the choice of destination up to Yudhir. After a moment's consideration, Yudhir pointed to one place. That inn seems to be the largest around here. Shall we stop by? The chosen location was a place that sold both food and drink, with the entire first floor open, extending tables to the outside. People sat at these outdoor tables engaged in loud conversations, drinking or enjoying card games. Nice, how about we join those playing cards over there? As soon as Kishir suggested this and they sat down with a light beer each, he started offering unsolicited advice to the players at the next table. I wouldn't play that card right now. It wouldn't be too late to play it after waiting a bit, right? It was common in such inexpensive taverns for bystanders to offer advice during a game. The semi-intoxicated card players naturally followed Kishir's suggestions, and as his advice turned out to be spot on, they were quite amazed. You seem to have quite experience with cards, huh? I have a bit of a knack for it. You don't seem like you're from the south, maybe the central region. Something like that. It was the first time Yudhir had seen Kishir blend in with others in this manner, and he hadn't expected him to do so naturally. Yudhir, who had grown up a commoner, watched in awe as Kishir, who easily ingratiated himself with the people, even managed to draw you there into their circle. After a few rounds of light wins and losses, Kishore casually broached the main topic. By the way, do you know of any places nearby where more interesting games are played? Well, Kishore surely is super talented. I mean, obviously, we know all the amazing things. But I'm always amazed by his social skills and how easily he blends with people and makes people do whatever he wants. I can't even mingle with the people I know.